Get ready to know someone a little better. Who is this person? What makes them tick? Where are they from? See the many facets of the person. In their words, from our angles.
Hey, this is Aubri Ray. I am a stylist and a boss here in Austin, Texas. So I grew up on the east side of Austin, Texas. Went to LBJ, if anybody is familiar with the 78724 area. You know, just east side, Rays, Gibbons Park, Highland Mall, that sort of deal if you're familiar with, you know, OG Austin. I've always known I like boys. It was one of those things where I was scared to be out with it. You know, I was more so into, like, you know, I'm low key with the guys, so why be out? You know, the boys like me, I like the boys, so ain't no point of being just in the open. So my first actual experience, believe it or not, was with a neighbor. We were playing house actually, and it just, you know, went a little further than playing house, and from there, that was my first boo thing. High school, I've always been a hustler, so I've always worked, had a job. At the time I had a clothing line, and you know, people always knew me as the hustler, the go-getter, so they never brought out, oh, you know, he's gay. It just never was a thing. It's like, that's Ray. That's Ray. Ray does Ray, and Ray is Ray. And that's just who he is. Aubri and Ray. Aubri is more so my alter ego. I kind of use Aubri to promote my hair, being a stylist, being a designer, being, you know, outgoing, being expressive. I use Aubri as the fun girl who, you know, who was always down inside of Ray. And I was able to utilize her and promote my business and have fun with it, create, become a, you know, even better hairstylist because I was practicing on myself, practicing, you know, hair, makeup, what to wear. I'm able to style other people because I use myself as the brand. Being an entrepreneur in the LGBTQ T community, I really don't face a lot of challenges on the outside. It's more so personal. Just kind of, you know, coming into myself, being accepting of myself, being accepting of, you know, who I'm presenting myself to on a day-to-day basis, especially when I'm being Aubri or going from Aubri to Ray. That's kind of, it's more so personal. I'm a bad bitch, first off. I mean, girl, boy, trans, all that's out the window for me. I'm a bad bitch, first of all. But I do still consider myself a boy. I just so happen to just be a bad bitch. So, you know, you take it however you, when you look, see what you see and you call it what you call it. Scorpio season, 11/11 is my birthday. You know, we nasty, so it's verse all day for me, verse action. So, you know. Growing up, my mother actually went through domestic violence as a little boy who was still trying to figure out and find his way. You know, I actually took it and used it and fueled myself to be who I am today. You know, I didn't use the, you know, thought of watching my mother go through domestic violence as a crutch. I actually used it to fuel me and to become a better me, become a better, you know, male in the gay, you know, being a male, going through being gay. So I actually utilized that. It kind of scared me away from being in a relationship because, you know, things like that could happen. But at the same time, I was able to, you know, really become a better brother for my sisters. You know, being a boy, being a role model, being a male figure, or just being a mentor in general, just helped me, you know, really focus in on that and say, hey, you know, you have other people you gotta look out for, and the negativity and all that fighting it's not gonna get you nowhere. So I actually utilized it to become a better me, become a better Aubri Ray. I've actually been single for a long time. I'm scared of commitment, to be honest, because I'm so focused on my business. I'm so focused on getting, you know, accomplishing my goals. I'm 24 years young, and I was ready to accomplish so much before I'm 30. So I don't have time for distractions. Like, you know, like I said, I watched my mother go through domestic violence. I watched best friends go from building empires to, you know, getting in not saying that relationships destroy, but for me, you know, it scared me. So I look at it as, why not accomplish those goals and then focus on a relationship? Let's establish something, and then we can go from there. And if I find it on the way, you know, hey, God's willing, thank you, Jesus. But other than that, I'm not looking for it right now. Aubri is, like I said, she's a brand herself. So she's a brand that Ray actually utilized to build his brand. So actually, I think, to be honest, you have to be okay with this. My next guy has to be okay with Aubri being around, because she's brought out a lot out of me, and she's actually helped me get through a lot of things as well. So you have to just deal with Miss Aubri. My advice to someone who's interested in dressing up or transitioning, to be honest, start early. Be yourself. Be truthful to yourself. Be honest with yourself. And that was the biggest thing for me. I wish I would have done it a lot earlier. It would have been easier for a lot of people to, you know, take it in and say, okay, this is who she is, versus, or he, she, whatever you want to, like I said, whatever it is. But it would have been easier for, you know, people around me to accept it a lot faster, and I probably would have got through it. But at the same time, I always say that things happen for a reason, and timing is everything. And I feel like the timing that I had did it was when it was supposed to happen. So anybody who is interested or deep down feels that you are supposed to be a bad bitch, you're supposed to be a woman, you're supposed to be a man, or whatever it is that your heart desires, go for it. Be yourself. Being in a home with domestic violence, I always say this, you know, and it's a scary thing. For me, it was really scary. But there were times where, like, it got really bad, and I actually tried to call the police, or I called the police, and I got, you know, punished for it. I got hurt, I got hit for it. So it was one of those, to be honest, being young and going through domestic violence, and the way I got through it was prayer. Prayer has always been a big thing for me. Being young, you really can't do too much, but at the same time, you know, anytime you can actually get out and let somebody know that something is going on, if there's something happening to you guys, you definitely need to let somebody know, and don't hold it in. Don't hold it in. Let someone know that you are a victim of domestic violence, or your parents are the victim of domestic violence, and, you know, don't be quiet about it, because it's definitely something can happen that can. It can be changed. Something can be taken care of to make sure y'all get out of position. To a mother who's experiencing domestic violence, take your children out of that situation. It's not worth it. The children, at the end of the day, are going to be your future. The kids are your future. So why continue to put them in that position because you're trying to, you know, be there for the man? If he doesn't want to be there with you, and he doesn't want to take care of the kids and be in your life and the children's life, remove yourself. It's not worth it. It's not worth your life or your children's life and the safety and their health. I would, you know, get yourself out of that situation. So Aubri Ray is a strong, confident, independent, wise, intelligent individual who knows exactly what she's going after. She's very goal-oriented. Been an entrepreneur for years, and is ready to actually expand and become a mogul, become a billionaire, as I claim every day. I'm big into prayer, big into meditation, and I'm big on women empowerment. I'm big on my youth, my young individuals who are looking into entrepreneurship. I'm big on Black Lives Matter. I'm big on the LGBTQ, trans lives matter, all lives matter. I'm big on family, friends, great time traveling, enjoying life, and, you know, to everyone who wants to be something, you know, life is short. And so at the end of the day, can't nobody tell you how to live your life but you. And, you know, live it to the fullest and fuck the rest. Fuck the bullshit. Live your life. YOLO. While you're at home watching, go subscribe to Keemojo Productions. Like, share, and subscribe. Our new show, Unfiltered Realness, is to die for. So check that out. Oh shit.
That's alright. Pick up.
Hey, I'm Aubri Ray. Look, what was? Hey, I'm Aubri Ray.
Hey.
I'm a stylist.
Say it like you know them.
I am a. Take it over.
Okay.
I'm a bad bitch.